Guys, welcome to Neighborhood Picks. We're going on in the divisional rounds. I'm going game by game, short clips, so everybody could get to whatever they want to see. Um, First thing Sunday when we wake up, the first game is Rams Bucs. Oh, that's my favorite game. You got Tom Brady, the greatest living American. You got the Bucs, defending Super Bowl champs, against the Rams, who came out last night and whooped up on the Cardinals. I've been saying it all year. I'm not sold on that little guy and that team out there. It's the Rams' year. This is a personal game for me. It's my favorite game of the week. The Rams are 3-point underdog plus 130. They got the Bucs as a 3-point favorite. That's the Vegas norm for when they're saying the two teams are identically equal. I think the Rams beat the Bucs already this year, and they did, and the Bucs had more guys, so this is going to be tough. Okay, where do I start? Okay, I won my fantasy football Super Bowl this year, and I had Stafford and Cup, and they were a dream come true. And then I watched the Rams last night, and I saw Stafford come up big in a game where he needed to be. I saw Odell Beckham come through as that second dude. They were paying attention to Cup so much. Beckham came off last night, looked great. Tampa Bay, I was almost like afraid that because they had no Antonio Brown and no Godwin and no Fournette and no Jones, that they were going to maybe get upset by the Eagles. But the Eagles with Jalen Reagor and all that shit, they didn't give me a good enough optic. I didn't get a good enough read on the Bucs. But I'll tell you what I do know. Tom Brady. See, when you're young and you come in the league, you're physically a stallion. And if you're playing quarterback, everything's going so fast, you just got to keep learning it as best as you can so it slows down and then your body and your mind is linked. Now, Tom Brady is the greatest quarterback to ever live, right? Imagine he kept his body. We don't know how. I'm not going to get into that. He kept his body good. Rubber bands, flexible yoga, avocado ice cream, whatever. He kept his body good. And he's been seeing defenses for over 20 years, pro defenses. So Brady, I notice, he's so far ahead of the defenses. That ball's out in a second. 1.5 seconds, it's out. So Brady will kill you and get your defense all out of whack. So that's how he beats you. Brady will beat you just by being a step ahead of you. But here's where the surprise comes in on this game. That's the only way Brady is going to be able to beat these Rams. That's one way. The Rams got about 5 ways to beat the Bucs. The Rams are going to beat the Bucs. Tom Brady played his last game. He will not repeat. The better team is in blue, and that's what it comes down to. The better team is in blue. Stafford is the reason that they brought him in for this game, to get to the playoffs, to pass Brady and get to the championship game, possibly a Super Bowl. This is the test now. Wild card weekend's over. All right, they didn't go grab Stafford to win wild card weekend. Now they're playing the world champs. The Bucs, I would still go with the Bucs if they had their full core. But they don't have Chris Godwin, 96 catches, over 1,000 yards. They don't have Antonio Brown. Now they just lost their offensive tackle. Do you know how important it is for a quarterback to have his blockers? Now they just lost a tackle. We don't know what's up with Fournette and Jones. They didn't play last week. Too much going against them. Defense, Donald, Von Miller, Jalen Ramsey, everybody. Offense, Cooper Kupp, the best receiver in football. I just think Stafford last night, 13 for 17. He only had to throw 17 times. You know why? Sony Michel carried 13 times, and Cam Akers carried 17. The Rams ran the ball 30 times last night. Now, if the Rams have any running attack against the Bucs, they're fucked once they start throwing that thing down the field with Kupp and Beckham. Brady, he spread it out to 9 different receivers. He threw the ball 37 times against the Eagles. I think with the pressure they get on him, if they can't get a running game if Brady's got to throw the ball 37 times again against the Rams, my gut is going towards the Rams. Brady had 9 receivers last week. Mike Evans took over. But Mike Evans, that's all they got. Why not stick Jalen Ramsey right on Mike Evans? And maybe Scotty Miller could not screw my bet up this week. Worst beat ever. I had Scotty Miller over 8.5 yards. Lost the bet. He caught 1 ball for 8 yards. That was my bad beat of the week. And then I throw on Pat McAfee, and he had the same exact bet. So I got a kick out of that. But if you want the Bucs, you got to lay 3, minus 154 on the money line. Rams +3, plus 130. My pick of the week, I think the Rams are high flying. I think they got the talent. I think they got multiple Hall of Famers on the team, future Hall of Famers. Hall of Famers. And I think the talent is going to win out because the Bucs are so depleted. Brady's going to be competitive because I think he's going to keep them in it with some really good balls, but there's too much for them to overcome. Not this week. Not this week. Rams are going to the NFC Championship, and I'd really like to see Rodgers versus Stafford because it's 2 guys that I'm looking at. Stafford, Georgia, A.J. Green, no Sean Moreno, never won anything. Stafford, Megatron, never won, but he's so great. Okay. Rodgers, he's the greatest ever. He's a bad man, but he's got 1 ring, 1. And in the last 2 years, last 3 years, he got beat by Jimmy Garoppolo. He's repeating that game this week. He got beat by the 49ers. Okay, Mr. Badman. And last year, against the Bucs for a chance to go to the Super Bowl, Rodgers had that big window with 5 yards to run. And in his Jeopardy attitude, his mellow, he flipped it to Devontae for just trying to get it to him instead of running it in and sacrificing your body like Elway did back in the day. So I'm kind of rooting for Packers-Rams in the NFC Championship because that means one of them's got to go to the Super Bowl. So the storyline would be either Stafford and the Rams, are they going to get the Super Bowl title of putting everybody together like they did? Or is Rodgers going to fucking win his 2nd Super Bowl and kind of really cement this place in history? So I don't know. We'll see. But I do like the Rams to beat the Bucs, and I wouldn't sleep on the Niners over there. But I talked about that one already. But Rams all the way.